Physicians from dozens of countries will gather to advance the work of the International Campaign to Abolish Nuclear Weapons, led in the United States by Dr. Andrew Cantor. ICAN is a vital effort to empower a global social movement conceived and driven forward by doctors and allied health professionals unwilling to burden another generation with the danger of nuclear weapons. In 5 or 10 years, these names, Dr. Ira Helfand, Dr. Robert Wesley, Dr. Andrew Cantor, and others may embody the greatest steps toward human security in the history of the world. So what will you do? Back at our imaginary museum, don't turn your key. Pull it out of the lock and save it for another day. Take it out and think about it whenever you want. And join us at PSR in walking forward to the next exhibit, the one where your name is inscribed as a champion of peace. Write Psr-La a check tonight. Write a letter or an op-ed to the paper for tomorrow. Reach out to reporters and the media. Learn more. Tell your patients and your neighbors what you know. Tell your colleagues what you know. Introduce resolutions into your professional societies and organizations. Imagine new research that would demonstrate the dangers to human life and health that won't surface any other way. Network with doctors and allied health professionals from around the world. I work with PSR because I believe that doctors have the professional capacity and ethical motivation to be in the vanguard of a movement that will change the world by abolishing nuclear weapons. They will push back the hands of the doomsday clock and materially affect the probability that cities will burn in seconds. I'm grateful to you for giving me this belief and for your presence here tonight and your energy in response to this dire threat to human life and health. Thank you.
You know, the union of passion and science and activism is what our organization is about. I am proud to be the executive director of an organization that did win the Nobel Peace Prize and has so much work to do in the future. We're fortunate to have foundation support for much of our environmental health work. And now, as you heard earlier, Dr. Robert Ross, understanding that to make real change, you invest in organizations. You say, I like your mission and I'm going to give you core operating support. That's very few and far between. Much of the work on peace and security is funded by your donations, your checks, and your ongoing commitment to Physicians for Social Responsibility. One of the goals that we have set out for ourselves in the next year is to be able to have a full-time peace and security person on our staff. And we sort of have a model for who that person is, and it's Charmine Premji, who worked for PSR and went on to now is working on gang programs for the city of LA. And we'd love to have her back because she is a model for the kind of leadership we need in the future. But we can't get that without your support. So please join PSR. As Doug said, write us checks. More than that, though, for those of you who are physicians, and I want to say that there's more physicians here tonight than have been at many of our other events, and I'm very happy about that because it's you being diplomats for our organization. It's doctor-to-doctor diplomacy that won us the Nobel Peace Prize. It's doctor-to-doctor diplomacy that can help stop the conflicts that we're planning in Iran. But it's doctor-to-doctor diplomacy that can grow this organization so we can be part of the vital social change movement in Los Angeles, in California, and in the nation. So I want to thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. Please talk to me, to Denise, to Kathy. If you want to learn more about our work, talk to our board members. But most importantly, we need your time as well as we need your money. So, because we can't do this without you. Thank you.